Howdy champs, my name is Mohit and people, today I'm going to compare two cloud storage services, namely Sugarsync and Dropbox. Before I actually do that, let's first understand what cloud storage actually means. Let me open up some information for you. Now Sugarsync is a file synchronization and cloud storage solution very similar to Dropbox, and if you have somehow avoided any exposure to these applications, their primary purpose is to keep a set of files and folders mirrored across multiple uh, computers or devices. If you modify or add a file on one device, it will be uploaded and downloaded appropriately, thus creating a mirror image basically, so that an identical file appears on all machines. Right? Cloud storage is simply a term that refers to online space that you can use to store and manage your data, basically share data, collaborate data. Right? It's also known as online storage or a virtual drive. Cool. Now, let's do a face-off Sugarsync Dropbox. Let's compare the two. Let's see which one is the better one. People, right now, some files are being synced to Sugarsync. That is the reason why instead of the hummingbird icon, you actually see the sync icon out here. And if I hover over the icon, clearly says 9 files pending upload. Suddenly I decide that I would want to pause the upload, and I click out here. Trying to do that, but you see there is no option. There's something really missing with the Sugarsync. Why is such a basic function is not present? uh, uh, but what I can do is, since it's not present, I can actually click on the exit button, and it clearly says your files are still being synced. Are you sure you want to stop running Sugarsync? Sync will automatically resume the next time you connect. If I say yes, obviously the syncing will pause, but I'll need to connect again. So I don't think so this is cool. I'm anyways gonna say no. I'm gonna let the syncing go on. Right, but with Dropbox, very clearly you can see that there's an ability to pause the syncing and resume the syncing after that. Right, so I don't know why Sugarsync could miss on such a very basic functionality. Also people, if I go to the Dropbox preferences, and there's a bandwidth tab, I can actually limit and I can control the bandwidth throttle. I can limit the upload and the download rates. I can't very easily do that with Sugarsync. Why? That's a bandwidth throttle is a must, right? In a way it works in Sugarsync, and I'm going to show you how. Alright people, I'm gonna go out here, I'm gonna open Sugarsync interface, and I'm gonna go to tools, I'm gonna go to preferences, and I'm gonna go to advanced, and you see I have a slider that actually allows me to alter the upload speeds to a medium or a low. Alright, doesn't quite give me an option, a number that I can attach with Dropbox. So in that regard, again, Dropbox is better. Now look out here, there's an option, a tab, it says Sugarsync drive. When I actually installed Sugarsync onto my computer, I got an S drive for my Sugarsync. That's really cool. Let me show it to you. Okay, so a new drive completely. It's basically a partition created on my hard disk. It's a very small partition, 5.25 GB, and contains all the files that are synced to this drive. Cool. Well, that's a cool thing, right? Excuse me. All right. Also people, notice with Sugarsync, this folder, downloads folder, is syncing at the moment. Let's talk about this pictures folder. It's on my hard disk. It's also there on the cloud, and I can, using this slider, stop the syncing of the folders henceforth. Now that's something that's missing with the Dropbox. All right, I can share, let's say, this folder, and I can share it privately, or I can do it with permission to add, edit, delete, and sync the files. Again, missing with Dropbox. Of course I can share it, but I don't have these kind of permissions. Right, I can also do a public share, right? That's something that is included with Dropbox too. Cool. Now also there's one very cool thing about Sugarsync. I don't need to actually drop the folder inside the Sugarsync folder the way you need to do it with Dropbox. Let me show you. Let me open up the Dropbox folder and if I need to sync a folder, I need to actually drag and drop it to the Dropbox folder, but with Sugarsync it works quite differently and it's a lot easier. All you need to do is just right click and go out here and say add folder to Sugarsync. Alright, so basically you don't need to do a drag and drop. Just with the context menu, right click and you have this option present. So that's really very cool. You don't need to actually move the folder physically and move it or copy and paste it. Again, a feature missing with Dropbox and actually goes, it works in favor of Sugarsync. So a thumbs up out there. Now guys, have a look at the interface. I am really impressed by the way the Sugarsync interface is. A lot neater, higher resolution, I suppose, aesthetically pleasing compared to the Dropbox look. The cosmetics with Sugarsync are definitely more appealing to me. Right, nice colors, looks more professional, right? Cool. Okay, now let's talk about the free storage. When you initially sign up with Dropbox, you get 2 gigs. With Sugarsync, you get 5. So thumbs up Sugarsync there. Okay, you can get free storage in several ways with Sugarsync. See, there's a tip out here which says 125 MB free storage when you share a file or folder instantly using a public link. Let's go with the next tip. Share a folder privately with friends or colleagues for easy collaboration on 125. Let's take the next step. Invite your friends, get 500 MB for a successful referral. Let's take the next step. Upload a file to your account by simply sending an email, 125 MBs more bonus. Alright, so there are several ways in which you can actually increase your free storage. What's good about Sugarsync is that you can you can invite as many friends as you want and increase your free storage. With Dropbox, you have a limit set to 16 GB with your friends and colleagues invitation. Right, so there's no upper limit set with the Sugarsync. You can invite as many friends as you would want, and so there's no upper cap, there's no ceiling out there. That's really cool about Sugarsync. What works for Dropbox is that you can actually connect to Facebook, connect with Twitter. You can tweet and get some extra space. Connecting with Facebook and Twitter also gets you some free space. You can start uploading your camera stuff and you get some extra space. I brought my new Samsung Note and I got 48 gigs, whopping 48 gigs. I think with the new HTC you get 23 gigs. There's a promotion going on. Okay, I don't think so any such promotion is on with Sugarsync and Samsung or HTC. At least I'm not aware. Right, so in that regard, a big thumbs up to Dropbox. Right, so I can do a selective sync with Dropbox. I'll show you how. If I go out here, go to Preferences, go to the Advanced tab and click on the Selective Sync tab. People, I can decide which folders to access on a certain device. Okay, that's also possible with the Sugarsync. Alright, so people, it's entirely up to you to decide which service actually works for you. For me, I don't know. I think both services, if one is sugar, the other one is honey, both of them are quite good. Right, so it's entirely up to you. And in the end, let's talk about the upgrade options. Okay, give me a sec. With Sugarsync, you have a 30-day trial for a 60 gig plan, which you can actually acquire for 74.99. You don't have any 60 gig plan with the Dropbox. You straight away need to buy a 100 gigs plan. There's no trial period out there too. All right. So people, you make your own choice which cloud-based services you find better. In fact, people, as you can very clearly see out here, I use all three of them. Get the best of them all. I use Sugarsync, I use Dropbox, and I also use Google Drive, which I've talked about in an earlier tutorial. Right? They all have their pros and cons. So the best thing is to use the best of everything. All right, and combine your storage. So people, I hope you found this information useful, and I'll see you very soon. You have a good day. Bye bye. Peace.